Thank you, Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Namaskar, Sasrikar. It has been always a pleasure to be part of your organization, and SYPEC has been quite active. And I'm happy and a privilege for me to be again on this panel. And thanks to our brother Muhammad Rabiq for also organizing all this interesting event. Actually, today I wanted to speak a little bit, to be frank with people online, to people who are watching us. And I think let me begin by asking not about the market actually, but I'm just asking about the mindset. Because how do we invest in a world where there is a more faster than the capitals? I mean, the things, geopolitics moving faster than the capital. I think because the world we are living today is a volatile war, and we are subjected to lots of tension in the region, especially with the West Asian war, with the American and the Israelis attack on Iran, the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, the attack of the GCC countries. All this have also led to a global uncertainties because of the real changes in the world, because of the oil prices, which has a direct impact on the food, which has a direct impact on the inflations, on the unemployment, and also in lots of life where every common man has been affected in those lines and in these terms. So I think how long we can ask here, the investors are really, the question is not what is happening. The real question is what's changing and what's not. This is what we are saying. This is not a collapse of a system. This is a part of the crisis that we can see. It's happening off and on from time to time. So what we are witnessing actually is a repricing of the geopolitical risk with the structurally resilient economic system. I think the fundamental of the Gulf also across Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar remain intact because we have a strong sovereign balance sheet. We have energy-backed fiscal strength. We have aggressive diversification of the strategies. We have also deep pool of capital through institution of public investments, Mubadala Investment Company, and Qatar Investing Authority, and Saudi Investment Fund, including also the Abu Dhabi Investment Fund. So all these have been there, and these are not fragile system, actually. These are the designed to absorb these shocks, what's happening currently in that. So I believe that the market reacting very quickly, capitals are not. So I think that what we are seeing today is familiar pattern, as I always see it from the political point of view, being in the media dailies, and I have followed the development on a daily basis from each country. I think it's the risk premium widen, the capital pose, narrative shift toward the cautions, but history tells us something important. Capital does not disappear in time of crisis. It is recalibrates, as we say. So the risk of investor is not exposure to volatility. The misreading volatility is a structural decline. The new logic of investment is actually we are entering a new era now. With the new era in the Middle East, and it's no longer holding a geographical patterns again. Energy security is back in the center of the global strategy. Supply chains are being redesigned, not optimized but secured. And these are the landscape of these are the landscape. The Gulf occupies a unique position, a bridge between East and West, capital hubs for the urban packing, region transitional from resources dependency to diversify its growth. So this is not a peripheral market. It's becoming a core strategy, to the global economy. And that's why you feel that the reaction this time all over the world is because of Strait of Hormuz. Actually, is one-fifth of the global trade and oil comes from that part of the world. And the more than 60-70% of the oil come from the GCC countries, also to the rest of the world, especially in Southeast Asian region. So there is a huge dependence on the Gulf countries. So let me offer a contrarian views, like the period of geopolitical tension often accelerate, not delay, the structural transformation. And so what we are seeing now is an increased investment in energy diversification, expansion of logistics and trade corridor, greater emphasis on the economic resilience. So, in other words, the crisis is not interrupting the Gulf transformation. It's in fact, it is reinforcing it. And that's why the dilemma in the investor mind is my money safe? Am I in a good position? Will I have my return? Will I be able to react? How do I react to the investment fundamentals? Because of there are two real alignment actually. Short term think seek safety, which is the normal reaction, and a long term capital seek positioning. So the positioning required discipline, and I think that discipline are distinguished between noise and signals, shock and shift, risk and opportunity. So the discipline long term, let me be very, very clear on this. This is not a call for a blind optimism. It's a call for disciplined confidence. And I think recognition of that base case scenario remains containment, not escalation. The region economic transformation, also the policy driven capital pact, strategic sector, energy, infrastructure, technology remain investable and resilient. So I wanted to say, let me return to where I began. How do investor in this world where geopolitical move faster than the capital? I think you do not chase event. You anchor yourself in fundamental. You do not retreat from volatility. You price, manage it, and move it through because market remember fundamental longer after the forgotten headlines. So this is not a moment that retreat of the global capital. It's a moment of recalibration. And those who understand the difference will not only protect value, they will define where value are existing. I think with this word, I wanted to bring back in our the Arab India Arab Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture. Because of the current crisis in the Gulf region, we have shifted our focus. As you know, we represented 22 Arab countries, for 11 in the North African countries are all Arabs, and then we have 11 in West Asia and the GCC. So we have 22 Arab countries represented by our chamber, and we have 22 Arab chambers in the Arab world, and we have 18 Arab chamber all over the world, which we also interlink together, and we follow the investor, we follow the investment opportunities. When we open door for our members, we open doors for everybody to be part of growing their wealth and also finding a new places for investment. So we have a direct access to government and business leader. We can speak of opportunities in key sessions. We have also tailored B2B meeting with networking engagement, branding across all event platform and media outreach. So we have facilitated so many events because we keep on traveling with delegation. We take Indian delegation to the Gulf country. We used before the crisis. Now we are taking delegation to Morocco. We have another delegation going to Libya and then to Algeria, Egypt, Sudan. All this will attract the sovereignty investment. And that is very important for these investors to, if they are looking for a new market or for some people wanted to sell their product. So I believe these are the roadmap which we have created among the our activity and vision for the chamber is actually the technology transfer, the co-innovations, greater energy collaboration, investment in the corridor and seas, and digital trade agreement. All these have been a pillars of our work in the chamber. And we have developed a mechanism where we also not only take people with us, delegation businessmen also, but we also make sure that they meet with their counterpart the G2G also in the countries and create B2B meeting for them, and also to make sure that they sign, they sell, and they make good investment and the revenue out of their investment in this. So we're looking for joint venture. We also planning to bring Arab investor into India. We were planning two program with SYPA. Unfortunately, because of the war, because of the fallout, we were unable to collect much of our colleagues from the Gulf country. But I think with the days to come, we don't lose confidence. We will be having it sometime in September, one event in September. We are calling it India Arab Business Corridors or Business Conclave. We have one more on the defense also coming up in October. We have a third one which will be on the pharmaceutical sector. And we were also on the 6th, we are joining hands with the Indian Chamber of Agriculture. We are also having an event in Delhi. On the 13th, we have another event this month in the FICCI, which is our partner, where we are having a number of CEOs across India coming to meet with the representative of the Arab embassies. We have the head of the missions, who are ever ambassadors, charge of the affairs, the traders, consulars, and all trade consulars. All of them will be part of the function that we are planning to reassure the people for the insurance, for assuring them that this is the right time to invest. And I believe, though nobody likes war, but wars also provide us with lots of opportunities, as you know, for investment, for infrastructure project, because it has you start having it from A to Z, everything you want, every country is requiring. So I believe our civilizational link, we survived thousands of years in the Arab world and as much as in Indian subcontinent, we all think that it is the right time. We should be able to move forward together. We can do it. And I wanted to quote, which I always quote, late President Dr. Abdul Kalam, when he said there is a harmony between the mind and heart and hands, the greater things happen. So India and the Arab countries, Chamber of Commerce and Industry, embody this harmony, blending innovations, culture, and trades to craft a shared destiny. With this clear roadmap and deep cultural roots, the time is right for India and the Arab world to leap forward together. Thank you very much for having me, and I'm open for question and answer.
Thank you, Dr. Waiel Awwad. The word which you use is very powerful, which is harmony. Thank you very much for all the technical details you have shared. And let's take questions. If do we have any questions for Dr. Waiel? You can raise your hand and ask your question, please. Okay, someone is asking, can we have contact details? Definitely, yes.
It's available with you people, and I'm available
Yes.
on the in the Arab Chamber. We have a website. We are also with SYPA, they are our partner. So you feel free to access ourselves. We also open for any memberships of any company would like to be part of us.
You're based where, sir? You're based in
We
which
have
city?
based in Delhi. We are having now the main office central is in Delhi. We have two more regional office currently, one in Bombay and one is in Hyderabad. We are planning one in Cochin and we are planning one in Ahmedabad. Maybe if we get a good partner in Chennai, we are also looking for opening a branch or a regional branch for our chamber in Chennai and in Bangalore. So things are expanding, and we are quite keen, quite interested in bringing people across from the south, and particularly to join, because we know there is a strong linkage between the south and the Arab country, and that give you a plus point if we take in consideration the 10 million Indians are living in the Gulf country, which is like a soft power being used and could be our bridge between India and the Arab country. That's why we insist no matter what war can do, we can still exist together and we can contribute to our success and also our prosperity.
You mentioned about getting the right partner in the southern state, like in China, in Chennai. So, what's your criteria to become a partner? What are you looking at?
Look, when we have a branch, usually in any of, we look for a strong business house which have a strong link in the Arab countries, which wanted to work with the Arab countries as much as we wanted to. We promote them. We open the secretariat in that place. They can have a small regional office. They can start collecting the work and Indian companies and also be part of our team. So what we expect from them is delivery and accountability, transparency, and also proactive work toward the success of our mission. We are a platform between India and the Arab world. We wanted to bridge that historical relation between the two. So any businessman, and I have met many of last year with many businessmen in Chennai who have really a very successful story. And I wish to reconnect again. We will inshallah meet very soon on those lines. And remember also, we are now recognized. We are the sole chamber recognized by the Indian government and the Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of External Affairs, and 22 Arab countries. We are already listed in the DGFT, and we are already people using our stamp. Most of the Arab embassy now giving preference for our stamp as an attestation for all your commercial document. So any regional office open in those places definitely will play a major role, a vital role in bringing the business community together.